governors will eventually be criminals before.
Yeah.
So that's why today in Nigeria, the people vying for your post and offices are those who have either been drug lords before, or those who have become Yahoo before, those who have become this. The elites and intellectuals can no longer be there. People who have good intention to serve. Because politics is supposed to be service, not be cash out.
Yeah.
You cannot have them. So what do you see? You now see criminals. Go check all of them. That's all of them. They make noise. Money now, water, this, all of those noise. Now the guys where they throw away rubbish. Then eventually you now saw a Lagos where before Lagosians or even Yorubas, the simple like then they show money too much. You now saw people, Pasuma, they sing, person go sell in Papa land just so that you can spray Pasuma. It became vanity. It became a Lagos of too much festivity. And once festivity done did, waste done did. That's why Peter Obi is telling you that wastefulness is something he will cut and cut down the cost of governance. The truth about it is that every leader is a carrier of value. The value where every leader carry, they affect downwards. So Ludo, they carry him back today now because Peter Obi don't show them. Say you can live simple. Some of them are driving convoys that are without sirens because he don't show them. That is the power of leadership and the values that a leader has that continues to trickle downward. So if a Peter Obi becomes the president of Nigeria, you will see you in your personal life deciding to cut waste. And once you cut waste, you put the remaining resources in the things that matters personally. So when you have a leader, it go transform the attitude. And let me tell you guys this that people don't always understand. They tell you that Peter Obi is weak, now lie you. The person way weak, now the person where they show strength too much. This man is not a strategist. He's just a man who is wicked and inhuman. A man who thinks of himself alone. The real leader and the real brave and strategist. Now, Peter Obi, where you tell, say you no go ever show for ballots, but that guy in dribble you, use ADC as decoy, enter NDC. Today he's on the ballot. Peter Obi is the Maradona of politics. He play and pass them. Who would you call a better politician? Is he a man who had 26 governors into 2023 election and had a president he said he installed? Or a man who had no structure, had no body, had only 6 months into a mushroom party that was originally SPV, special purpose vehicle for the scholar parties? That man came in, Peter Obi came in with nothing and then eventually caused Nigeria to rumble. Who would you call a better political strategist? It is a man who had nothing but today has made something. A man nobody gave a chance who eventually scored not just 6 million votes, but he got more states than them. He got 12 plus 1, 13. That's why we're wondering why you go be that kind of person who come be Atiku vice for waiting Atiku something do you? Right? Why? He got 13 states, and don't forget they stole River State from him, Benue, Taraba, and many other states. Else Peter Obi would have 16 states, and that's why he's the winner of that election. Who would you call a better strategist? A better strategist is a man who is not be giving you money, but yet Nigeria's trooping in their numbers. The first ever numbers you have ever seen in Nigeria election, they came out, they vote. You know why? Because an incumbent can only be beaten when you have a large voters turnout and you shun voters' apathy. If Nigerians decide to come out, these people go do little or nothing. Peter Obi is the Maradona of politics. Make I explain the kind of person where Peter Obi beat to in case one no know. Peter Obi na that guy for frat. If you know cultism well. Now that guy will be executioner way lanky. You know the talk. Nobody know him plan. But when he reached for bad thing, na him strong pass. It was the same thing he did in Anambra State. A man who fought godfatherism but did not become a godfather. Unlike a wicked who is an hypocrite, fought godfatherism but became a godfather. Peter Obi is the only guy whose attitudes scare them because he is what they can never be and would never be able to amount to. Peter Obi is that guy that every time you remember what he did in Anambra State, that's why he told them that you don't have to necessarily remove subsidy, remove the criminality in subsidy. He never fought. He did not fight the Uba families in Anambra State. What he did was remove the pipe they were using to suck Anambra resources, and waiting up when all of them went hungry. You know, it is the same kind of thing. If they tell you say if he enter, they will eventually come out and it's a huge lie. You can't remove a man who is very intentional and he has nothing you can use against him. I don't tire for Peter Obi too much. We don't all agree say Peter Obi no, they corrupt. We have agreed that Peter Obi is very incorruptible. But you know the one way shock me pass? Even Dangote went in do any of them posting Nyash for social media. How he be say side chick where all Nigerian big man they share as palliative, we reach Peter Obiton, we no see anyone, and if you use side chick hold am for work. It is a man who has conquered greed, not only conquered greed, but he also conquered his flesh. So it means that with a Peter Obi, as president of this country, you will gradually enjoy the essence of family values. For women, we no like make their husband they get side chick. That's the man to vote for, because he would uphold what it means to truly have coerced family values. The cohesion in family values, you go see them very well. Lastly, let me tell you what this guy did in Lagos. The moment this guy did all of those things that you did, it became a contest where the bar was very low. So Lagos was not about the guy who had an idea again. It was now who becomes the governor is the guy who can do enough rankadede. As much as you can bow to this godfather, then they will tell you he raised men. He did not raise any shit. He only raised people in politics so that they become a tool for him and his cartel to continue to thrive in that politics. In fact, in case you don't know, nobody needs godfatherism. The only reason you need godfatherism is because you stole too much. Example, Wike. Now, who thief too much? They bring godfather, we go cover in track so that you know go enter EFCC.
Yes, sir.
This is the reason why Peter Obi didn't have to be a godfather to anybody, because he stole nothing. He has nothing to hide.
Yes, sir.
This is what everybody needs to understand. You are either choosing a Nigeria that works where the son of nobody. I mean, I'm an entrepreneur. I've been all my life, and everybody go tell you, as far as Nigeria is concerned, I don't care about one fucking big man. Tinubu lowered the bar about what it means to truly become the governor of Lagos. The moment a smart guy came like Fashola, did you realize that he didn't have a problem? It was because Fashola's result exposed his inabilities. Fashola's result exposed how badly led he moved Lagos. Fashola started to develop everywhere. He said, you know, one time again. And then people said, no, if you remove this guy, you go come on things. So, and then they did all their bargaining and negotiation. Today, Fashola, and this is something that even hurts me the most. The worst thing any leader can do is to eat the fruit of the children he raised. Never again will people like Fashola become president from the Southwest. Have you not realized that? A star boy like Fashola, even though eventually they always know how to disgrace them or make them feel very funny. Like the guy, we go stand for Lekki toll gate, they find camera all of a sudden after many days. They just know how to just mess you up. Mess you up. So you can imagine Yorubas do not understand that Tinubu is a cost to them. He does them a huge disservice. Your star boys like Osibajo will never come again. Fashola will never come again. And it's not a problem for him to have his ambition done. It is a problem about how he moves Nigeria into uncivility. He moves Nigeria into that nation that has now been captured by a cartel himself. And now Nigeria is plunged into much valuelessness. Lastly, before I round up, my point essentially is to say that whatever you're experiencing at the federal has always been what this man did in Lagos. Nine pattern, nine way. Nine pattern, nine way. I make I explain to on which one I no. Bullies and oppressive people like that, them be ole. Them be ole now because of say you never stand up to them.
Say that again.
That's why the moment Fashola was performing, he said, make them come out, and we say no. Ambode came, exposed his own inabilities again. He said they go come out that one. Of course, you know why? Because they really never wanted Lagos to progress the same way they didn't want Nigeria to progress. All they want is a progress that lives between them, their family, and the coming generation, so that you and I will continue to do rankadede for people who don't matter. The point essentially, Nigerians, is that 2027 is that you must stand up to this bully. Stand up to this oppressor. Stand up to a man who wants to decide a future that he will never live in. Hi! A future he will never live in. They are pretty much closer to the grave. Future where them no go live in. Now the one they decide. And some people will tell us about how he's a strategist. He is no strategist, Jack. He's just a man whose tactics is in humanity and wickedness.
An opportunity.
Clearly, in humanity and wickedness. Person wey just they do them see white, color and black and all of that. So we must as a people now decide that when you stand up to a bully, then go run far. Do you know that POB was so super good? He's so formidable in this current election that in the last election today, the winning will win them for Lagos will continue. They make them cry. They no feel.
Yes, sir.
We didn't just win them in Lagos, we win them home and away. In Ikeja, we win them down that place in vote. In his house in Bodynon, we won. So you cannot continue to hype a man whose criminality about taking all Nigerian resources and making it his personal own. That was what he did in Lagos. Many of the properties that you saw, Pakam, Ikarigo. So it is on us to decide what kind of nation we want. Do you want a nation where the people are run by positive values? Then Peter Obi is that man. Obi is the man who would not come to eat what your children would eat. He's a man who will save so that your future and your children will have so much to do. Your coming generation will be so proud of you. Peter Obi is that man that when he's cutting the cost of governance, he will put it in the place that matters. Do you know what shocks me? That Peter Obi never borrowed any money in Anambra State. Yes, he did everything. Today, we are now discussing about how savings is not a good culture. Unfortunately, the pastors and motivational speakers who taught you how to save and invest are now today criticizing a Peter Obi. Criticizing a Peter Obi. You know why? Because a wicked man has sold it to them that savings is a bad thing, but savings used to be a virtue for everybody. Have you not realized that you are expecting transparency from a man whose entire life is full of forgery? His name is forgery, his parentage is forgery, his origin is forgery, his certificate is forgery. You are expecting transparency from such a guy? It's not possible now. You are going to choose to stand up and understand that if we do our part, these people don't have a place. They're not plenty reach us. The people, these people, no plenty reach us. Them no plenty reach us. The power of the people is stronger and bigger than the people in power. Osun State has shown you, forget what in Adeleke they talk. Those are all political gimmicks and political statements. What you must look at is the fact that when the people rise up, a bully go run far. It is on us to change the story so that our children will be proud of us. One thing that makes me happy, guys, is this. In life, to succeed, you either choose what you want and what you don't want. What I want is a nation that will work. A new Nigeria in the hands of a Peter Obi who is a decent man. A Nigeria in the hands of a Peter Obi who will not steal our resources, steal all our collective patrimony and make his family alone thrive. I want a Nigeria in the hands of Peter Obi who will look at the young people and decide to what? Open more enterprise instead of making politics become the only business. I want a Nigeria where politics will be less attractive and then only those who are truly interested about serving the people will vie for those offices. That is what I want. What I don't want, and I want you not to want that. What I don't want is to give Tinubu a 4-year term again. A 4-year term again that will make him put the entire Nigeria in his pocket as another advanced experiment because he has succeeded with that of Lagos. When you do that, what would happen is that you would never be able to choose who become your president again at the federal level, just like Lagos can never choose who become their governor. And guess what is wicked? When you eventually make wickedness and valuelessness look normal. Today, it is now normal to say I steal money. What you go do about that? Yes. Today, it is now normal to do all kinds of wickedness and hide in the name of politics and call it politics. Today, it is now normal to see all kinds of evil things and atrocity and say, oh, no, no sabi politics. Meanwhile, on I know they play the politics with us. We beat on her for Lagos, home and away. We beat on her for Abuja, home and away. On I know play the politics with us. The only thing is that we have chosen to play the side of human politics. And you must get it correct and get it right. We have only 2027, my people. And we must make it happen. It is on us to do it for our generation. These people enjoyed Nigeria. They had a better Nigeria, but they have given us a worse Nigeria. It's on us to give our own generation a better Nigeria. Don't allow it spoil it any further because they will not live in that future with you and I. Do not. It is on us to arise. And if they tell you Tinubu is working, have you not realized they regurgitate the same excuse?
Yeah.
Coastal road, this and that, that and that. A nation that works is not a nation where you build infrastructure. It's a nation where you build the people. If you build the people, they'll protect the infrastructure that you build and even go to build infrastructure. That's why that bridge, did you understand that people were destroying bridges in Lagos? Do you know what it means to destroy a bridge? It means, say, with hunger, people can destroy things. Yeah. But when you raise the people on the right values that makes a nation, guess what would happen? They will put on infrastructure. If you put on infrastructure, they will protect it. Yeah. And then they will do stuff. That's why when you travel outside Nigeria, you drop your phone. If you come back, you go Siam. It is because it is a nation built on values, not necessarily the infrastructure. Because all those white elephant projects, now thief, then they use and thief. On money, then they use and cash out money. Enough about it. I will vote for Peter Obi again and again and again and again. I will not just vote, I will galvanize, I will raise people, I will mobilize people, I will vote, I will mobilize, I will protect my vote. I will protect my vote. I will protect my vote. You know why? If you wait for Peter Obi to protect them for you, you don't do mistake. That's not the first law of survival. The first law of survival is said to each their protection of their own vote. So if you know that your vote is your own first right to protect, you know what will happen? You will follow them to that collation center. I make a no wine on now. All those stouts or agberos where they won't reach, they're not rich. Oh. Yeah. They're not rich. They never see numbers. If they see numbers, then they stay one side. Go ask them what will do them for NSAS. They're not rich. My people, this is now. This time is now. We cannot afford to lose it. We cannot afford to lose it, because if we lose it, your children will eventually look at you one day and say, Mommy, Daddy, when everybody was speaking on Saddam's life, when Blossy was singing that beautiful song, when, Cliff was making that point, when everybody was fighting to see that Nigeria is taken away from this hand, Daddy, Mommy, where are you? Don't allow your kids to ask you that. God bless you all.
My brother.
Yes,
Maybe close service.
I said that they cry full comment section. Some people are calling